In the stillness before dawn, something ancient stirs. A whisper moves through the smoke of the sacred fire, and the elders begin to see what was never meant to be ignored. The shadows appeared first at the edge of the tree line. Small figures, children not yet born, reaching forward with tiny luminous hands. The elders felt it in their bones. These were not ghosts of the past. These were the children of tomorrow, 7 generations forward, standing in the present, crying out. Time, they said without words, is near. Elder woman had spent years in her garden in her chair, watching others carry the weight. She told herself she had earned her rest, but the shadows would not let her look away. Elder man had his reasons too. Old wounds, old regrets, things left undone and unsaid. He thought silence was wisdom, but silence at this hour was only delay. Across the community, young adults were already in motion. They were building, teaching, healing, carrying traditions they had pieced together on their own, searching for the elders who held the missing pieces. Young woman stood before classrooms, before fires, before whoever would listen. She was 25, carrying the knowledge of elders she had barely known. She needed the living ones to stand up. The children, the living ones, gathered at the elders' door, not with anger, with need, with the kind of hunger that only the wisdom of years can feed. They knocked and waited. Elder woman heard the knock. She rose slowly from her chair. For the first time in years, something cracked open inside her chest, not pain, but purpose, long dormant, suddenly awake. Elder man walked to the river alone that evening. He counted his years behind him more than ahead. The weight of that arithmetic had never felt so clear, so urgent, so undeniable. The council of elders had not gathered in years. Each one had reasons, health, distance, old disagreements, but the visions were coming to all of them now. The same children, the same outstretched hands. They came, one by one, then all at once. The Council of Elders entered the ceremonial space for the first time in a generation. The fire recognized them. It rose higher as each one sat down. Elder woman spoke first. Her voice, rough with age and long silence, filled every corner of the space. "We have been sitting by," she said, "and the children have been paying for it. That ends tonight." Elder man rose next. He had carried his regrets like stones in a river, smoothed by time but never gone. Now he set them down on the earth before the fire. "I was wrong to be absent," he said. The shadows returned, more of them now. Dozens of spirit children filled the ceremonial space, their soft light merging with the firelight. They were not haunting. They were hoping. They were waiting to be born into a better world. 7 generations. The elders counted them aloud together, ancestors behind, descendants ahead. They sat exactly in the middle, the bridge, the living link, and they had nearly let that bridge go unbuilt. Young woman entered the ceremonial space and stopped. She had never seen the elders gathered like this. Her scrolls fell from her hands. For the first time, she did not have to carry it all alone. Gasp. The young adult man ran to find his community. "They're here," he said breathlessly. "The elders are here. They came back." And in the streets, people stopped what they were doing and began to move. The convenience of sitting by, that comfortable silence that earned retirement from responsibility, was over. The elders felt it dissolve like morning fog. What remained was clarity, sharp, beautiful, and long overdue. The elders began with accountability, not speeches, actions. Elder man visited families he had failed to guide. He sat at their tables. He listened before he spoke. He showed up in ways he never had before. Elder woman opened her home. She taught what she knew: medicine, ceremony, story, song. Young hands learned beside her aged ones. The knowledge that had nearly died with her generation began flowing again. The Council of Elders joined the work already in motion. They did not take it over, they supported it. They amplified it. They stood beside the young leaders and said, "We see you, we are here, lead on." The children, the living ones, sat in circles with the elders for the first time. Stories flowed that had never been told. Ceremonies were restored. Languages whispered back into young mouths that had never known them. Those who had been doing the work alone finally had partners. The elders brought what only time can give: the deep knowing, the hard-won patience, the sacred names of things that had been forgotten. The shadow children began to change. Their outstretched hands were no longer urgent, they were open, welcoming, as if a future that had been uncertain was slowly, finally becoming possible. Word spread through the Afro-Native Black Indian communities. Elders who had been silent for decades were rising. Some came willingly, some had to be called, but they came, because the children needed them too. The work was not finished. It would never be finished. That was the nature of 7 generations. But for the first time in a long time, it was truly shared. Every hand in motion, every voice in the circle. The shadows of future children faded at last, not because the need was gone, but because the promise had been made. The elders had risen, and 7 generations, stretching forward into the light, finally had a chance. Sigh.
Thanks for watching. Hit that like button so we'll know you've enjoyed. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Truth Chronicles to receive daily updates.